Hey everyone, welcome back to Corporate Decoder, the place where we decode the hidden messages in corporate filings. Today, we're diving into Pelthos Therapeutics Inc. and what their latest report from November 2025 is really telling us. Get ready, because sometimes the briefest reports hold the biggest clues. And if you like getting clear, no. Nonsense insights from these documents, make sure you are subscribed and check out our Discord community, linked in the description below. We have a lot of great discussions happening there. So Pelthos Therapeutics is putting out an update. This is a Form 8K, which basically means they are reporting a significant event that shareholders should know about right away. Think of it as a news flash for investors. The company itself is Pelthos Therapeutics Incorporated. They are registered in Nevada, and this 8K report was filed on the 13th of November 2025, detailing events that happened on or before that date. Looking at what is registered, their common stock is traded on the Nice American LLC under the ticker symbol Pelthos. This gives us a hint about what kind of company we're dealing with. A publicly traded one where information like this is crucial for investors. And here is an interesting checkmark. Pelthos Therapeutics is identifying itself as an emerging growth company. This designation often means they're a newer, smaller company that gets some regulatory flexibility. They've also elected not to use the extended transition period for new accounting standards, which suggests they are ready to keep pace with the latest financial reporting rules, a good sign for transparency. Now, the meat of this filing, item 2.02, is all about the company's financial results and overall condition. What happened on the 13th of November 2025, Pelthos Therapeutics released a press announcement. This announcement covered their financial performance for the 3 and 9 months that ended on the 30th of September 2025. It also included an update on their ongoing business operations. This press release is actually attached to this report as Exhibit 99.1. So when we talk about their results, everything we know is coming directly from this specific press release. It is being officially included as part of their regulatory filing, meaning they want it to be considered by investors when evaluating the company. Then we have item 7.01, which is a Regulation FD disclosure. Regulation FD, or fair disclosure, is a rule that ensures all investors get the same important information at the same time. So basically this section is saying that the information we just discussed found in item 2.02 and that press release is also part of their Regulation FD disclosure. They are making sure everyone hears the same news simultaneously. And as we saw, Exhibit 99.1 is that juicy press release dated the 13th of November 2025. This is really the core of what this 8K filing is about today. The rest is mostly standard formalities. Now let's dig into that press release, Exhibit 99.1, to see what Pelthos Therapeutics has been up to. Since this filing is primarily focused on announcing financial results and operational updates via a submitted press release, our analysis will hinge on the information provided within that document. Unfortunately, the actual financial tables from that press release are not included in the text provided for this filing, so we cannot directly analyze specific numbers like revenues, profits, or losses. However, we can infer the nature of the information shared. The report explicitly states that the press release summarized their financial results for the 3 and 9 months ended the 30th of September 2025. This means they are sharing key performance indicators from their income statement and potentially balance sheet for that recent period. When companies issue these kinds of updates, investors are typically looking for revenue growth, progress towards profitability, cash burn rate if they are in an early stage, and any significant operational milestones that could impact future earnings. The fact that they are reporting on both a quarterly and a year-to-date basis suggests they are providing a comprehensive look at their performance. Let's think about what it means for a company like Pelthos Therapeutics, especially if they are an emerging growth company, to release these types of results. If their revenues are growing, it signals that their products or services are gaining traction in the market. If they are showing improving profitability or narrowing losses, it means their business model is becoming more efficient. Conversely, if revenues are down or losses are increasing, it could indicate challenges in sales, market penetration, or increased costs of doing business. For a company in the therapeutics sector, breakthroughs in research and development, successful clinical trial results, or regulatory approvals are often the operational updates that accompany financial figures. These non-financial updates can be just as, if not more, important than the raw numbers for predicting future success. While we don't have the specific numbers here, imagine this. If the press release had mentioned a 10% increase in revenue compared to the same period last year, that sounds good, right? But what does that mean in real dollars for Pelthos? Without those dollars, it is hard to say if it is a significant jump or just a small blip. The key is understanding not just the percentage change, but the absolute value and what it implies for their growth trajectory. Are they outpacing their competitors? Are they reaching key financial targets needed to fund their research and development pipeline? These are the questions a savvy investor would be asking. The fact that this 8K is relatively brief and points to a single press release suggests that the most critical information the company wants to convey right now is contained within that announcement. They are using the 8K form to officially submit and draw attention to the news they have already shared publicly. This is a common strategy to ensure that important updates with market moving potential are properly filed with the SEC and seen by investors and analysts. Now, looking at Pelthos Therapeutics incorporated from a broader strategic perspective, as an emerging growth company in the therapeutic space, their primary driver of value is likely innovation and the successful development of new treatments. This means their financial health is often tied to their ability to fund extensive research and clinical trials and to navigate complex regulatory pathways. Any operational updates would likely revolve around those critical functions. Risks for such a company can include the inherent scientific uncertainty in drug development, competition from larger, more established pharmaceutical companies, and the challenge of securing ongoing funding. Opportunities, on the other hand, could lie in identifying unmet needs with significant market potential, forming strategic partnerships for development and commercialization, or achieving key regulatory milestones that unlock substantial value. The limited nature of this filing suggests that the headline news is the attached press release and its contents. Without those specific financials detailed here, we can only discuss the types of insights such a report would offer. It is a reminder that while the SEC filings are crucial, they often serve as the formal submission mechanism for information that companies first release through other channels like press announcements. To wrap up this Form 8K filing for Pelthos Therapeutics Incorporated highlights a recent financial and operational update disseminated via a press release. As an emerging growth company, these updates are vital for investors to gauge their progress in the competitive therapeutics landscape. While we lack the specific financial data within this immediate document, the filing itself signals a moment of corporate communication regarding their performance and ongoing activities. What is your take on Pelthos Therapeutics and the strategy of using press releases as the primary vehicle for such significant updates? Do you think this approach prioritizes investor clarity or something else? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. If you found this breakdown helpful, please hit that like button. It really helps us out. And of course, subscribe for more decoded corporate insights from filings just like this one. And don't forget to join our growing community on Discord. The link is in the description. Thanks for watching. And we'll see you in the next video.